This is Prime7 News at 6:30 with Daniel Gibson.
Tonight, chilling words from a convicted child killer as she again tries to clear her name. A woman killed inside a unit and a man beaten to death in a suburban park. Shutting up shop, the end of John Coote's Furniture with local jobs to go. And people power versus a huge sinkhole. Find out who won this desperate battle to save a car a little later on. First though, tonight the most despised woman in Australia has broken her silence after 15 years behind bars. Kathleen Folbig was convicted of killing her 4 infant children. Now we can finally hear the chilling words of the worst female serial killer in our country's history.
When Kathleen Folbig walked into court 15 years ago to be sentenced for killing her 4 children, she gave no reaction. For the first time now, her thoughts in her words. Chris Reason, 7 News.
A nurse visiting a home in Sydney South has discovered a woman dead and her partner nearby with injuries of his own. Tonight the man is in hospital with police watching over him. Detectives trying to find out what happened and why.
A picture of family, Dawn Butterworth and her partner Alan Greentree celebrating Christmas. But today their unit at Penshurst was a very different scene.
A man who staggered into a street and died in the inner city suburb of Forest Lodge on Friday is being remembered for his work on the hip-hop scene. 30-year-old Jet McKee, seen here in the blue shirt, suffered a severe head injury, believed to be from a samurai sword. A man and a woman that he was allegedly arguing with are still at the centre of a police manhunt. Well, Malcolm Turnbull's preparing to stare down the coal Conservatives in his party room tomorrow. The federal government's trying to get endorsement of its national energy guarantee, but that won't come easy.
Admit them.
The return of the by-election 5. Raising energy levels on the Labor side as energy policy sparks an internal battle within government.
And in finance, the Aussie shares have continued to slide in line with falls on Wall Street and Asian markets. Shares in health insurer NIB have jumped 9% following an annual profit upgrade, and strong sales have helped JB Hi-Fi deliver a 35% jump in full-year net profit. The Aussie dollars continue to fall, now buying below 73 US cents. Well, the help continues to flow from all corners of Australia for many of our drought-stricken New South Wales farmers. Huge convoys of trucks carrying hay are now coming from Tasmania and even WA.
From across the sea, help for the land. On the docks at Melbourne, unwrapping a gift from the farmers of Tasmania to those in New South Wales battling to keep their stock alive.
Well, we all know that moving can be expensive, right? Well, one man's decided to skip the middleman, loading up his Holden Commodore with all but the kitchen sink. You see, the 55-year-old unlicensed Adelaide driver was pulled over this morning and slugged more than $1,400 for loading offences. He may now be regretting not hiring the movers. Well, new research has revealed our most dangerous drivers, and the answer might just surprise you. Those details are next. And teetering on the brink, residents band together to save a car from a giant sinkhole. When you think of car crashes, it's common to think of young men racing around dangerously in souped-up cars. It's not actually the case. New research has revealed that middle-aged men are actually the deadliest drivers in our state.
Safely away from the road, drivers letting off steam today in Western Sydney.
A pilot has kept remarkably cool to land in the middle of a busy freeway in the US, much to the surprise of nearby drivers.
I told you that guy was low.
Yeah, but the pilot and his female passenger were shaken but fine. The plane's fuel line snapped, forcing the emergency landing. 2 children are among the 10 people injured during a mass shooting in Manchester. Police believe a shotgun was fired at a street party over the weekend. One man suffered a broken leg during the attack. The gunman's still on the run. And as we go to air tonight, a NASA spacecraft is hurtling towards the sun on a truly historic mission. The Parker Solar Probe will get within 6 million kilometres of the star at the centre of our solar system.
A space mission decades in the making.
Liftoff.
As a NASA heavy rocket launches from Cape Canaveral, carrying with it the Parker Solar Probe.
The Panthers are rallying around their new coach for after another Houdini act, the latest in rugby league for you next. And Tiger shows he's still got plenty left, but there's another American making history.
Tonight's Sport Update and all the fresh news from around Australia, brought to you by Woolworths Fresh Market Update.
Manly coach Trent Barrett has today met with his manager to discuss quitting the club. Barrett's fed up with the lack of resources at the Sea Eagles and has flagged his desire to return to the Panthers.
Anthony Griffin's sacking started a chain reaction. His manager Wayne Beavis also looks after Trent Barrett and deals closely with Phil Gould. Reports of Barrett returning to Penrith persist.
Adams got challenged but ultimately fell short on a dramatic final day of the PGA Championship, while Tiger Woods set the crowd alight with the best final round of his major career.
In his traditional Sunday red, this really was the Tiger of old.
Is it hooking, Dottie? It is hooking.
In search of his first major title since 2008, Tiger Woods raced up the leaderboard. But there was another former world number one also looking to break a major drought.
And Jimmy Anderson bowled England to a crushing victory against India in the second test at Lords. Anderson took 9 wickets for the match as the tourists were bowled out for 130, sealing an innings and a 159-run wing and putting England 2-0 up in the 5-test series. That's the day in sport. Our meteorologist Karl Lijnders will be along next with a look at your weather forecast. And Peter has sent in this one. Is it a pod of pelicans? You tell me. It's at the Clarence River at Iluka.
Tonight's weather brought to you by Mazda BT50. Hurry in for added value this August.
Hello there, Karl Lijnders with a look at the national weather picture. Monday evening, and we've got windy conditions across southern parts of Australia at the moment. We have a breezy westerly causing severe weather warnings to be reissued for southeastern Australia and the very far southeast of New South Wales. At this stage, it is a dry few days for New South Wales. Victoria will see the showers midweek, but the temperatures starting to play a little bit of spring versus winter again. We've got temperatures on the rise through the next few days, particularly about the northeast and the northern inland. Some of that will reach the central parts through the middle of the week. And that's thanks to high pressure moving out. We have a fast moving cold front through the Southern Ocean embedded within that vigorous westerly wind regime. As you can see, another system is lurking in the Southern Ocean, and that will start to stand up a little bit more as we get in towards Friday and Saturday and shove us into a pretty cold southerly, and that will bring temperatures right down once again. Again, keeping an eye on this system here. Now, if this maintains itself over the next 5 nights, we will start to increase the chances of some rain over the eastern inland for next week. But at this stage, it is a long way away. But it's good to see those westerly winds cut off. Now, at this stage, those westerlies will drive the shower activity through the usual spots exposed to those westerlies, including southwest WA and a lot of Victoria and the very far southeastern parts of New South Wales. It's a dry day tomorrow. Very cold starts for the tablelands. 19 for Tamworth, 20 for Broken Hill, and breezy across the southeast with 1 or 2 showers about the western slopes. Daniel, I'll see you again tomorrow with more weather. See you then.
Look forward to it, mate. Thank you. Now, just before we go tonight, a Pod of Wales has put on a show for a boat full of tourists off the Whitsundays. Apparently, there's 9 humpbacks in pursuit of a female. I wonder why. The giant mammals went right by the vessel, much to the delight of the crowd. Whales visit almost every year. Well, in fact, they do every year. It's their annual migration during the winter months. And that's your news for this Monday, the 13th of August. Thanks so much again for your company. I'm Daniel Gibson. Till I see you again, have a fantastic night. Until I see you, it's bye for now. Good night.